Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Aunt Becky. I'm Megan.
I'm Matt. I'm Daniel.
I'm Callie.
I'm Pop.
I'm Tracy.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And girl.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of stuff on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. Hey, buddy. Good morning. Welcome back, everyone, to a beautiful, cool day here on the farm. Yesterday, we received something that we have not seen for quite some time, rain. It rained all day. What's interesting is it rained all day, and we only got like 3/10 of an inch of rain. So just to help you understand what the weather was like, it just wasn't fun to pick in. It was cold, it was windy, it was rainy. Those are conditions we don't like to be out in too much. If you have to be out in them, that's fine. But if you don't have to be out in them, oh, that's good, then we won't. But like I said, we were able to get a few things picked. We were also able to get a lot done here at the farm market. When the weather is like that, it's a perfect opportunity to get a bunch of odds and end jobs taken care of, and we were able to do that. So what do we have going on for today? Well, we actually have quite a lot going on. To get started off this morning, we're getting ourselves ready to head out into the fields. Animals are all taken care of, farm market is all set up, and we got things to pick. Before we can get on to picking though, we do have to do one of the most glamorous jobs on the farm. Restack all the stacking pumpkins, because after a busy weekend, the stacking pumpkins are thrown all over the place. But that's okay, people gotta make sure they're picking out the right stacking pumpkin, I guess.
I'll put them out then, I guess.
Walk through the pumpkins, what do you think of the pumpkins?
You getting tired, Callie? No?
I just grabbed some baskets. We're now making our way out to the field. The first thing Dad and I are gonna be picking today is kohlrabi. Now, while we're picking the kohlrabi, Daniel is back there actually digging up some potatoes because we need to get those picked up right away this morning because we are out of taters. Let's go, let's go.
Let's get something straight here. I'm not at your beck and call. You're at my beck and call.
Oh, okay. Oh, we better get going then. We've made it out to the kohlrabi field, or I should say the cole crop field. Lots of... What was that? What do you see? Oh, little baby broccoli's coming. Oh, woohoo!
Fall is here. I'm ready for these fall crops.
Speaking of fall crops, right next to our fall crops, our cole crops, we have sweet corn. This is our last patch of sweet corn for the year. Now, it has just started to pollinate, and as long as things continue to go well, we hope to harvest this. But now that we're starting to pollinate, it's like 3 to 4 weeks until harvest. And if we do our math, that puts us just about into November. So I don't know if the weather's gonna hold out for us, but looking promising. Corn looks absolutely beautiful. It had been so dry on the farm for such a long time that we actually laid down irrigation and we irrigated this stuff not too long ago. I mean, the rain we got yesterday was nice, but the size difference from the kohlrabi just a few weeks ago to now, that's a big difference. Something even stranger than that though, somehow I grabbed 2 right-handed gloves, so this gloves look a little weird. Whoops. Sometimes when you're planting these crops, you make mistakes that you don't even realize until it gets time to harvest. I mean, we got some cauliflower mixed in with this kohlrabi. How'd that happen? Oh, look at all the broccoli coming. Fall broccoli harvest is a big deal here on the farm. Anytime you harvest something on the farm, it's a big deal. But fall broccoli really, really gets nice. Huge heads, lots of it. And a lot of people will freeze it or jar it, and we just fly through it.
When do you think it'll be broccoli to cut?
Wow, probably within a week.
Get started because we have a lot planned.
I got a basket of kohlrabi here. Dad got one up there. That's all we need for now. We're just picking for the farm market. We wanted to get this stuff picked before we got all the potatoes picked up because we want to run this stuff through the washer. And if we run it through after the potatoes, it's just gonna get dirty again. Oh no! We're having some major issues over here. He forgot 2 kohlrabi on the ground. Like he totally just missed them. He went right past them, but we found them. Ay, ay, ay.
I lost my clippers too.
Yeah, he dropped his
There's a hole
clippers.
in my pocket.
You know, how many potatoes did you pick? It looks like there's potatoes everywhere.
It's not gonna be that bad.
It's not gonna be that bad. There's no small ones. You know that. I don't see small potatoes. Now the variety of potato we've got in front of us today is called Eva. Eva is a white potato, very round. These are great for chipping. You can fry them as well. These potatoes are great for frying, but they would be excellent chippers. Now we love making French fries out of these. I mean, I love making anything out of them basically, but the French fries that we've made out of these potatoes have been really, really good. It's hard to find like long ones. A lot of people like a potato that looks like a russet for French fries because you get longer fries. But I mean, these work just as good and they taste great, which to me, looking good is half the battle, but tasting great wins the battle. So you're telling me she was trying to take your turkeys? Or are you trying to give turkeys to Callie? She was just gonna take your turkeys. Does she know how special your turkeys are to you? I know she wants chickens, but we have chickens at the farm. But they're not chickens at home, Dad. You know that? It's a big deal having chickens at home. I say, you want chickens? She goes, I don't want chickens, I need chickens. It's a need, it's not even a want. This is what I'm dealing with over here. Now, harvesting potatoes isn't the most glamorous job on the farm, but it is pretty popular. This is a job that a lot of my friends would come over and help with. But Dad, why would all the friends come over and help with digging up potatoes?
They want French fries.
Yeah. We have a potato party every year for those that help us harvest potatoes. And what we'll do is we'll get together after we finish potato harvest. We'll make French fries, chips, potato pancakes, basically all things potatoes. And we'll have a whole bunch of toppings and we just eat up the potatoes. And yeah, it's gotten quite popular. So we'll have friends that come over and help us out, and they are like, just don't forget to remind me when the potato party is. So the potato party is a big deal for us. We've been doing that ever since I was little, just as a reward for getting through potato harvest. And potato harvest is one of the last big things you do for the year. So kind of like just an all-around reward. But yes, the potato party is quite popular, and
Oh no, never mind.
a lot of my friends and a lot of the local people in the area, they know if you can get over here and dig up some potatoes with us, you get an invite to the potato party. We've been making some good progress. We've got a pretty thick line of baskets down through here full of potatoes. Usually we don't like to pick after a rain, but as I mentioned before, we didn't have any potatoes. Usually don't like to do that because things get pretty muddy. which is why I went for the 2 right-handed gloves today. Wow. And I would say it's just this spot, but as we walk down through the field, it's like a heaped pile of potatoes.
What I don't mind about picking up potatoes this way, the ground is soft.
Yeah. Didn't even move. Got a basket. We just filled up the last of the baskets that we had. You see the entire line of potatoes that we've had here. Daniel dug too many potatoes. Daniel, why'd you do that?
Potatoes look so nice, Andrew. You just gotta ruin it.
Potatoes do look good. How do you expect Daniel to stop digging when the potatoes look this good?
You're right, I should dig to the end.
There goes our first full wagon load of potatoes. We got a few more that we got to pick up, and we got a few more that we have to pick up. Yeah, some off the ground, some in baskets. Now we just got to get back to the farm with this kohlrabi and run it through the washer before we run all those potatoes through the washer. I think we had a little too much weight on that wagon. We popped the tire going up the road. They were able to pull it right into the farm market right when they did, but I can't believe that just happened. There's some still in there. Yeah, two baskets. No, I meant all of the ones out of the field. There's a red one. That'll be it for potatoes for today. Daniel and Petey are gonna finish running them through the washer. Then they'll come out and grab the potatoes. We're gonna be taking the side-by-side and a few of the red baskets that we had brought over to the tomatoes. We're gonna get started on picking some tomatoes.
Tell me when you stop. Stop.
I don't know, stop. What a beautiful sight we have here. I mean, I could brag about these tomatoes all day. What do you think, Dad? They look good?
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Set them off here. You guys get the potatoes, you'll be okay? We'll come back for potatoes.
Now, some of you may be curious what variety we've got planted here. And I'd love to tell you, but there's actually 4 different varieties of tomatoes here in our final planting. Now, I don't know exactly where they are, but this year, for whatever reason, every single row is absolutely beautiful. And I would recommend any tomato that we had planted out in the field this year. I think the weather was perfect for tomatoes. It was dry when we needed it to be. We got rain when we needed it. We were able to irrigate. And because of that, boy, I mean, these, like I mentioned before, these are the nicest tomatoes I picked in my entire life. And I was thinking maybe I'm just comparing what I'm getting this year to what I got last year, because last year they weren't nice. But I'm serious, I think these are the nicest. I was looking at pictures in my phone of tomatoes that we had picked in previous years, and they look good, but they look nothing like what we're harvesting now. just where everything looks nice. If we could have a tomato crop like this every single year, it just wouldn't be fair. That just wouldn't be fair, because having perfect tomatoes all the time, that just makes you feel some kind of way. One of the bigger reasons why I think these tomatoes are so nice is we haven't had the bad storms out of the south like we've had in previous years. What the rains will bring along with them is a lot of disease, and when that disease comes up through, it can completely eliminate certain types of crops, and tomatoes are one of the crops that they can affect. So because we haven't had the hurricanes and the tropical storms coming out of the south so far this year, it's actually allowed us to have nicer tomatoes for an extended period of time. Now, I've been watching the weather, and I'm noticing that that could change rather quickly. So if for some reason the weather does start to get bad and we do lose the rest of these tomatoes, it'll be unfortunate, but I think we're very happy with what we've received so far this year. Compared to last year, we had already been done picking for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So if things continue to look the way they do, I'm gonna be happy with it. I think we've got more than our fair share of tomatoes this year. And the amount of people that have been coming in and canning more tomatoes because they're still nice and fresh has been unbelievable. So, I mean, it's worse for people when they deal with these hurricanes down in the south, but that's something that we experience because of it. We get a lot of rain that could sweat these tomatoes, and we get disease. Disease is a big problem, not just for this crop, but for all the crops. Well, there's all the round tomatoes that we needed. It did not take long, and that's how far we went from the beginning of the row. We got 16 baskets of round. We have no plum at home, so we're gonna go grab 16 baskets of plum now. Wagon has been filled up with tomatoes. We're gonna get this stuff back to the farm. We're gonna have to run it all through the washer and sort it out, but it's lunchtime, so we'll get that done after lunch. Lunchtime. Ooh.
We're having fish.
Looks like we're having fish and chicken patties.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a chicken patty. Not in the mood for fish right now. Just got finished with lunch and we made our way down around back. We've got to get all of these things ran through the washer. The only thing is we have to clean up our washer a little bit because we ran potatoes through it, and that dirties things up quite a bit. Once we got all the tomatoes taken up top, we got them put in front of the farm market, and then we were discussing what we need to do. We want to get some pumpkins picked, but before we can do that, we have a few orders that need to be filled. So right now we're looking for just red jalapenos. We needed red jalapenos, we've got those. And Dad is finishing off a basket of red and green long hots. I don't mind it doing the like little specialty picking. I love when you have wagons after wagons of produce. But guess what? You don't always need wagons after wagons of produce. Here we go. We got 3 baskets of hot peppers. These are all for orders. Now we're gonna go pick up Matthew. He's been working on some heirloom tomatoes.
This basket's full. I can see red out the top.
Yeah, we better go get him. And then we're gonna take all this stuff home, and it's time to pick pumpkins. Daniel and Petey got out here a little earlier than us. They have got started picking, Daniel is working on grabbing some blue Hubbards, red Hubbards, and then he's also grabbing pumpkins and anything else he can find. What I've seen so far is there's a lot of the red Hubbards. They look nice. And he's even finding some larger blue Hubbards, which is always a good sign. Oh, looks interesting. Something just bit you? That's not good.
What did you say?
Something just bit him.
What bit you?
I don't know. Look at this boy. That's a big one. Wow. I'm going through a little distance ahead of Dad, and I am cutting the pumpkins in a row, and I'm putting them on a pile for him, so that when he comes through, all he has to worry about is grabbing pumpkins and carrying them out. I just found this one. It's pretty interesting. Very bumpy, heavy. It's a lot heavier than you'd expect. And when you have feeding catching for you, like I do, you don't throw these ones at feeding. You just hand it to them. The worst is when they don't look heavy and they are heavy. Like that one.
All ones in a hurry.
That is it. Just got done with the pumpkins. Oh, that's a beautiful sight. Look at that. Oh, that feels good. When we got back to the farm, we got the wagon parked, and then we loaded up 2 bins onto the truck. Daniel grabbed the 130, he's over there, and we're on our way to pick some corn. We have an order for 400, and then we also need some just for us. I mean, we've been picking a lot of sweet corn. It's been on days where I haven't been filming, but I'm telling you, the sweet corn has been flying out of here. Just got our bin all taken care of. We got the 400, and then we've got plenty just for us. What's amazing is as we walk out through here, there is basically an ear on every stalk of corn. So not only have we been able to pick corn today, But if we need more for orders or just for us, we're definitely gonna be able to find it. I just got home from work. Dinner just got finished on the stove. We are having spaghetti tonight. I am super excited. One of the babies was just taken over to his little like activity center. The other baby, Miss Lily's sitting right here eating a cracker. How's that cracker? How's that cracker? Good. It looks like she's wearing that cracker. Yum, 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 yum. And then over here, we have Miss Callie. What are you doing, Callie?
Eating cracker.
Since it's dinner time and I've had an extremely long day, that means this is where we're gonna end the video. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.